Before the video starts, if you are tired of grinding badges, make sure you hit up my boy Sports TMB. The link to his Twitter will be in the description. Tell him that I sent you and he will hook you up. You'll get your badges in a few days and you'll be good to go. Also, if you're looking to sell your account or buy a new account, he does account selling as well. So make sure you hit him up, tell him that I sent you, and he'll take care of you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about my player mistakes people make every single 2K. So listen, this is going to help not only you have a better my player, but help save you some damn money because we spend enough money on this game. If you agree with that statement, just go drop a like for me, man. Everybody should be liking this video if we're talking about we spend too much damn money on this game. Now listen, I'm not going to talk about what build you should make because obviously we don't know the archetype system yet in NBA 2K19. It's not confirmed whether it's going to be, you know, dual archetypes, triple archetypes, single archetypes, no archetype, you know what I mean? So we're just going to talk about mistakes I see everybody making, and then they tell me a month into the game, man, I hate my first build, man, I wasted $50 on it, blah, 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 blah. Those of you that have been with me for a while know all my first builds that I have all my builds in general, not only first builds, all my builds in general have been effective builds. And there's a few reasons for that I make sure every single build that I do, that I make has these few key things that will separate, you know, a bad my player from a good my player, okay? So first of all, when you first get the game, if you are getting it literally on day one, right, 4 days early, you're going to get it right at midnight or whenever, you know, it gets released, and you think you're going to make your first player right then and there, I would recommend, I understand you want to play the game and feel it out and whatnot. Even if you make your player, I wouldn't go and drop $50 and just invest 150,000 VC in your player right away. Especially those of you that are making a guard, and there's a reason for that. Listen, on a big man, depending on the build, you know, there's no threshold for like gonna be good, gonna not be good. It's really what you want and what you're looking to do with your big man. But on a guard, there is. For example, in 2K17, right? If you made a 6'2 sharpshooter, you could speed boost. If you made him 6'3, you couldn't. So a 6'3 sharpshooter is trash. A 6'2 sharpshooter is godlike. If you're making a 6'3 sharpshooter that can't speed boost, you might as well make him 6'6 or taller. There's no reason to have that 6'3. Do you know how many people I know that regretted wasting $50 on a 6'3 sharpshooter when the game first came out? So if you're making a guard, I would recommend waiting before you put all that VC on your guy, especially if you're going to be a speed boosting guard in particular. Because let's say next year you make a 6'5, say it's dual archetypes, you make a 6'5 sharpshooting playmaker, and you think it's going to be the same as 2K18, you're going to be able to speed boost. What if that player's ball handling maxes out at 84 and you can't speed boost, and you just spent all that money on a player that you're not even going to use all year? Not only you wasted time, but you're wasting money. I recommend wait a couple of hours, bro. You know damn well these YouTubers, including myself, are going to be putting out videos providing information about what builds can speed boost, what builds can do this. Now, be careful when looking at other YouTubers. I'm going to say this right now, and I understand I am one, so you could say, well, we shouldn't trust you either. Listen, like I said, those of you that have been with me know I don't lie about builds. I don't lie about videos at all. All my shit is honest, whether you've been with me or not. If you want to believe it or not, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not that type of dude. I never have. But other YouTubers I cannot say the same thing for. They're going to put out best build videos on builds that they have no idea whether it's the best or not. They just want you to click on it. And I understand they're running a business. Do your thing. But those of you that have been with me, you can go back and look at all my builds and tell me one build I made that was bad that I posted for you guys. You can't. All my builds that I've posted have been godlike. Now, if you're making a center, like I said, there's no, like, you know, if you make him 7'1 instead of 7'2, he's going to be trash. Like, there's no threshold like there is for guards in terms of speed boosting and not speed boosting. But what I would tell you for a center, make sure you're making a center build that matches what your teammates are making. Those of you that say, I got nobody to run with, well, maybe you have an archetype that nobody wants to play with. Think about it. If you're running with two pure sharpshooters right off the rip, your friend's like, you know, I don't care about speed boosting. I just want to be able to shoot. So I'm going to make a 6'6 pure sharp, and your other boy's going to make a 6'10 pure sharp. Well, then you need to figure out what type of offense and how you guys want to play. if they want to just spot up and let you work down low, then maybe make a post scorer and an athletic finisher. But if they want you to screen and they want to chuck and you get rebounds, then make a glass cleaner. Think about what the people you're going to be playing with are going to make. That's one thing that I do every single year. I talk to all my boys, right? You guys know who I run with. I talk to them every year. What are you guys planning on making? How are we going to do this? What are we going to use for pro and what are we going to use for park? You know, are you guys going to be shooters? If you're going to be shooters, you want me to make a glass to start, or do you want me to make a post that I could score as well? You know, how do you want to run it? It's just a little communication with the people you run with, and you might say, oh, it's not that serious, that boy. Like, well, maybe it's not, but it does make the game more enjoyable when you guys actually have some chemistry and you're on the same page. That's just my opinion. But hey, if you want to just have a bunch of archetypes out there that don't go together, you know, you want to have 2 slashers and a glass cleaner and just paint mash the whole game, that's your choice. That's your choice. Don't come crying to me when you 2 months into the game, you're like, I hate my build, now I have to invest another $100 to make a new player. Another mistake I see people making on their my players, not maxing out the wingspan. Listen, obviously we don't know for 2K19, maybe it'll be different, but every 2K so far, there's been absolutely no reason not to max out your wingspan. I see people all the time like, oh my God, I got these stubby ass arms. I'm like, wait, you didn't max out your wingspan? Like, who told you to do that? And they're like, oh, well, I seen this video. Bro, the benefits outweigh the negatives in terms of wingspan. You say, oh, but I get +3 shooting. Do you really think +3 shooting is going to be more beneficial to you than actually being able to play passing lanes and block shots and contest shots and grab rebounds and play defense? All those things outweigh +3 shooting or whatever it is, +4 shooting or whatever it might be. Way more than having that little bit of shooting boost. And the last thing I will say, and I have been saying this since I started my channel, do not follow the crowd. Make the build you want to make. People tell me all the time, like, oh, that boy, like, you think the shot creating post scorer is the best post scorer build in 2K18? Like, I think the slashing post scorer is better. And I say all the time, that's okay. Maybe it suits the way you play better, so make it. Even in 2K17, I said the same damn thing. I said post scorer is the best center build in the game, but it depends how your team plays. If they just want you to screen and rebound, you're better off making a glass cleaner because it suits your play style better. And so on and so forth. There's no reason for you to make an archetype that does not suit your play style. If you want to shoot threes, why are you going to make a glass cleaner? If you want to score in the post, you know, why are you going to make, sharp shooting rebounder? Like, you guys understand what I'm saying. Make the build that's going to suit your play style. Don't go off what other people say. Go off what you want to play like. Now, of course, you could take their input into consideration. The same thing with my first builds. I always make a good first build. Why? Because I look at all the information available. And again, you might say it's not that serious, but for me, I don't want to screw up my first build. That's no fun to have to remake 2 days into the game. So I look at all the information available in terms of statistics, in terms of badges. Badges is a huge thing. If you're not looking at badges when you're making your first build, then you are kidding yourself. Most of the time, they're more important than the attributes you get. So make sure you're looking at the badges. And last but not least, I look at other YouTubers' videos or, you know, the ideas that they put out there, and doesn't mean I'm going to make somebody else's build. No, I'm going to do what I want to do. But I'm going to listen to their opinion, and I might say, you know, nah, that's stupid. Like, he's just posting that for views, or nah, like, I don't agree with that. Or, you know, I do like that little bit of information he gave there, so I'm going to take that into consideration. You know what I mean? Just use all the information out there. Like I said, there's nothing worse than wasting $50 that you don't need to waste right when the game comes out. We've all done it. I know a lot of people have come to me saying they hate their first build. These are just a few tips that I wanted to give y'all so that you don't waste your money. Leave anything down below that you guys have heard about the game that you think might help me out with my first build, because like I've said in past videos, I do not know what I'm going to make yet. I know eventually I'm going to make some type of post scorer, but listen, if it makes more sense for me to start off with a glass cleaner, I'm going to start off with a glass cleaner. If it makes more sense for me to start with a stretch, I'm going to start with a stretch. We got to wait. We got to see what the system is, what the badges are looking like, the attribute caps, all those types of things. Like I said, big key for guards. Be patient upgrading your player. Wait and see. If you want to be able to speed boost, do not put VC on that guy until you know that player can speed boost. Otherwise, you are going to waste your money. I've seen it many, many times, all right? But like I said, man, go drop a like on this video for me. If you didn't see my last video, it was a journey from 0 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers, my evolution of that boy video. Make sure you go check that out, man. That video really means a lot to me, and I think it would, even if you're new and you don't, haven't been with the channel that long, it would kind of show you where we started and where we got to, man. But I appreciate all the support. Let's keep grinding, man. I'm excited for 2K19. I hope you guys are too. Until next time, I'm out.